Touchdown Friday Night is sponsored by these local businesses.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Touchdown Friday Night, one of the largest high school football shows in Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, and Virginia. I'm Kenny Hawkins, along with my tag team partner, Nick Dugan. Tonight, we got a packed show, 16 games on tap. But before we start with our games, let's get right to the Pisgah Roofing Top Tackle of the Week. Nick?
Top Tackle of the Week is sponsored by Pisgah Roofing.
Kenny, our top tackle of the week comes from a Mountain 7 battle. John Battle in Gate City. The Trojans had the ball until Corey Bird comes flying in out of nowhere, lowers the cold shoulder here. That is a collision in a collision sport, Kenny. My goodness. Gate City's Bird earning our top tackle of the week.
It's one of those. Did you get the number of that truck?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Nick. The North Green Huskies were hoping to do something they have not done since 2014, and that was beat Clallan at Orr Field. But after Cosby took them down last week, the Huskies came in with a little more confidence. Leaving the Tundra, the Huskies will climb Roan Mountain and take on the Landers tonight. North Green hits things off. A fake from Thomas Darnell will allow him to pass to Jake Duffy to get to the Huskies board on the board. With a two-point conversion, it was 8-0. Clallan would fight back in the second. Bryce Birchfield will hand off to Grayson Cole. He'll run around for the Huskies for a touchdown, two-point conversion, good, 8-all. Being pretty neck and neck in the fourth, Darnell will do another fake handoff, this time letting him into the end zone to tie this one up at 22-all. Two-point conversion by Darnell, and Duffy will seal the deal. Great game tonight. North Green picking up a big win over the Highlanders.
I'm happy for these guys, and I've said this a lot this past year, is as a coach, I can't win any games. I can sure lose them, but I can't win any. And these guys stepped up to the plate, and they won this game.
This is what we worked for all year. We got one more game to do something that's never been done in North Green history and break the school record in wins. It's a great win for the guys. Me and Yeshua worked hard, whole team worked hard. We did our jobs. That's what happens when you do your job. You win games.
We've been putting in that work. You know, I'm just proud of our senior group. Just the previous years where we haven't had a lot of wins, and to come out here and have a great season, you know, it feels great, man.
So big win tonight for North Green as they beat Clallan. That score 24-22. Also was Claiborne over Cumberland Gap 13-7. Let's get you out to Kingsport, where Dobbins Bennett hosted the Pioneers from David Crockett. On the very first drive, his senior quarterback Austin Sykes under pressure, but still delivering a strike to fellow senior Dylan Murray for the Indians' touchdown, early 7-0 lead. Later in the half, Crockett now down 21-0 with the ball. Sophomore quarterback A.J. Wynn finds LaMarcus Dunn for the nice game. But on the very next play, Wynn drops back to throw. Senior linebacker Parker Dedford makes an outstanding play to tip the ball to himself for the interception. DB would make them pay as Sykes again. This time finds tight end Peyton Franklin out of the backfield for the score to make it 28-0. Tribe rolled tonight. They won 41-7 to improve to 7-2 in the year. Crockett falls to 4-4. One other score to mention, Gatlinburg-Pittman beating Pigeon Forge tonight 45-7. Northview Academy Cougars in Greenville to take on the Green Devils. The start of the second quarter, Devils up 14-0. They give it to Carson Quilling. Who else? He finds a gap in the defense, cuts outside, zooms his way into the end zone, and it was 21-0. Again, the Green Devils have it. Caden Ball finds E.J. Vizell on the screen pass. He follows the block, cuts outside, finds the end zone as Greenville extended their lead to 28-0. Devils would score again. Now on the kickoff, it's fielded by the Cougars' Calvin Ferguson. He tries to find the hole, but he's met by a swarm of Green Devils, 5 of them. He loses the ball. It's recovered by Greenville. Now with great field position, Quillen runs it up the gut to add another touchdown. No problem for the Green Devils tonight. They went on to win easy by the final of 56-21. Also, it was Jefferson County beating Cott County tonight, 49-6. Out in Churchill, Volunteer Falcons hosted the Cherokee Chiefs, the Battle of Hawkins County. I love this one. Late in the first half, Cherokee already up 14-9 with the ball. Junior quarterback Landon Jeffers keeps it on the read option, makes a great cut, and takes it for a 25-yard gain. Later in the drive, they have a 4th and short, but senior running back Hayden Hook gets more than that. He'll take it all the way into to the end zone for the Cherokee touchdown. Volunteer got the ball to start the second half. Caden LaFollette takes a handoff, breaks a tackle, and picks up the first down. On the very next play, junior quarterback Keelan Relaford buys some time, finds Aiden Parson across the middle for the Falcon touchdown. That made it 21-16. Cherokee, however, would put away in the second half and win the Hawkins County Super Bowl. See how I like that?
Yeah,
42-23. They improved to 6-2, while Volunteer falls to 0-7. 42-23. Bearden over Morristown West 2017. Nick?
Kenny, thanks. Westridge takes a trip to the Stone Castle to take on Tennessee High. The Vikings, though, striking first. Trent Dowdell, man, he has been a workhorse. Gets across the goal line here. Vikings up 7-zip. Later on in the first quarter, a bit of deja vu. Elijah Plumbar takes the rock to the right side. This has been a two-headed monster for the Tennessee High Vikings. He gets in. The Vikings are cruising up 14-zip. Westridge, though, would answer. Second quarter, Ethan Amix up the middle, punches it in for the score of their own. They're down just 14-7. A bit of controversy in the second. Westridge has their backs in their own end zone. Vikings appear to recover a Wolves fumble in the end zone. However, it's called a safety instead of a touchdown. So that's going to be 2 points. Vikings up 16-7. Later on, Plumbar again to put it out of reach for the visitors. The Vikings go on to win at home 37-14. Head coach Josh Holt, players after the win.
We just came out physical, you know, and that's something we preach here every day in practice. We condition physical. Everything we do is physicality. We told them that, and they did a great job, and especially in the first half, coming out, flying around, and being physical.
You know, we're coming off 5 straight wins. You know, we got to carry it through practice. You know, it's on to the next week, next opponent. And, you know, it's when Monday comes around, we got to just focus on the next opponent.
We're just gonna keep doing our stuff. I mean, as long as we keep pushing as a team morale keeps building, I think we can do anything.
Tennessee High grabs another win tonight, 37-14 again your final. Soddy Daisy over William Blunt, 17-14. In gray, Science Hill making the quick trip over to Daniel Boone. It's already 7-zip. Toppers in the first, looking for more. Spencer Taylor on the keeper here, but Drew Fleming stands him up with a nice tackle. You got to get low. But on 4th and change, Taylor is going to go to the air this time and hits his big tight end. Corbin Lazier, the Colorado commit, waltzes in. It's 14-0 Science Hill. Ensuing Boone drive, 3rd and short. Cole Stevenson rolling out into the flat, but Baylor Necessary breaking that one up with a big shot. A few plays later, it's the Boone transfer, Kenny. Aiden Perry
He's fast.
takes the topper handoff and speeds into the end zone. Science Hill rolls this evening as they go on to get a win at Daniel Boone, 56-7. It's Granger over Cosby, 35-19. At ETSU was the clash for compassion. At ETSU, Happy Valley taking on county rival Unaka, with proceeds going to charity and helping those affected by Hurricane Helene in Carter County. Warriors up 19-zip. Rangers Connor McKinney attempts a pass intercepted by Ethan Honeycutt. It's going to set up Gabe McDougal to be handing off here to Tyler Berry, and Berry books it to the end zone. That's a touchdown, makes it 26-zip. Later in the first, the Warriors at it again. This time Tyler Bailey gets the ball, and he's going to power right through the Rangers defense and score. Reaching for the goal line, he gets there. It's 32-0. Second quarter, McDougal finds Jamie Esterline open, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. A little rainbow ball there. Nice pitch and catch. It's 39-zip. We go to the board. Unaka falling to Happy Valley tonight, 46-0. Morristown East squeaking one out over Campbell County, 19-12. Hey, when we come back, we'll finish off the games in Northeast Tennessee before making the run to Southwest Virginia. But first, the Daniel Boone Marching Band to help take us to break.
Flag on the play, all sides on the Trailblazers. That penalty results in the first down.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. West Green Buffaloes taking on the South Green Rebels. You know what they do, what they get. They take home the milk jug. The Rebels getting us started on the first play of the game. Nash Raider takes a handoff, cuts outside. No one's stopping him. He scores on the first round. South Green takes the lead 7-0. Rebels have it back. Quarterback Jacob Susong takes the snap, looks left, finds a short pass to Simon Burns. Simon says, turns upfield and makes it a 20-yard run before he's knocked out of bounds. That gets West Green in good position. Raider gets it off the play fake. This time he goes left, weaving through defenders before he finds the end zone for the second time in the first quarter. South Green would go on to capture the milk jug. They win over West Green tonight, 41-7. The Unicoi County Blue Devils in Chuckey to face the Black Knights in the third quarter. Black Knights quarterback Kipton Ball looking to throw. He finds Skylar Davis, who fumbles the pass, and it falls right to the hands of Blaze Rice. A great reaction, and he gets over 20 yards on the return as he puts the Blue Devils in the red zone. Now quarterback Gunnar Peterson takes the snap, gives it to Sean Minkowitz, who runs to the outside, beats every defender as he works his way into the end zone. That makes the score 42-0. Black Knights still can't score. Unicoi County goes to the pitch. That frees up space for Isaac Acevedo, and he is off to the races. The defense can't catch up. He goes untouched for the touchdown as we go to the board. Unicoi County going on to beat Chucky Doak tonight by the final of 48-0. Nick?
Kenny, thanks. The nightcap for that clash for compassion. It was Hampton and Eagleton. The Royals up 22-12 at the break. Eagleton gets it to start the third. They're in attack mode. Deep pass down the sideline, but broken up nicely there by Peyton Townsend. Not today. Visitors, though, get another shot. Nathan Clemmer looking downfield. No, nothing there. He's going to take off. Well, he's still going. He's still going. Rumbling, breaking tackles, 46 yards on his way to the house. It's 28-12. The Royals lead Hampton and driving now down on the back of Tom Burleson. You already know. Fourth down handoff. He's going to break a tackle at the line of scrimmage and gets to the marker. That's a first down. All he does is run hard, Kenny. Later in the drive, inside the 10, he cannot be stopped. Someone get that man of water. We'll go to the board here. This was a tight one in the second half, but Eagleton pulls away late, 36-20. In the private school ranks, Providence Academy looking for back-to-back wins. They hosted Franklin Christian this evening. End of the first half, the Knights trailed 28-zip, but looking for a spark. The Falcons defense, though, swooping in, coming in for the sack. We got under 90 seconds, then a long way to go. But this big shot from Jacoby Pure to Josh Owens. Owens up top with a catch, comes down with it. The young man can catch, throw, different sports, you name it. And he shows it here later on the drive. How about a little double pass action? Owens back downfield, very tricky to Gabe Pennington. Stiff arms into enemy territory. The Knights would get into the red zone, but they can't quite score before the half. They would fall tonight at home. Your final 35-7. All right, that's 11 down, 5 more to go. We head to Southwest Virginia, but first, the Abingdon cheerleaders to help take us a break.
Let's go Falcons! Let's go Falcons! Let's go Falcons! Let's go Falcons!
Welcome back to the show. Tonight, Damascus, the Holston Cavaliers taking the field against the Johnson County Longhorns. The first play of the game, Jonathan Leach looks for the long pass downfield to find Jay Stout, but Colton Hess is right there for the interception. Possession goes to Holston. Leach hands the ball off to Colton Grindstaff. Grindstaff now charges through the defense head first, pushes him back for the first score of the game, and the Longhorns led 6-0. Then quarterback Noah Tweed decides to run towards the end zone. He comes within inches of the score, but is declared down at the last second. Holston has a chance at redemption and goes for the quarterback sneak. Tweed manages to make it over the line. That will tie the game up at 6-6. These are two really good teams tonight. That final, it was Holston, Virginia, beating Johnson County 31-20. Lehigh over Wise Central 46-34. Down at Abingdon, these fans were amped and ready to see their Falcons clash with the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Starting in the third, Falcons ahead 10-7. Owen Bart off the handoff, breaks through the defense, but is met with a tackle from Alex Grant. Isaac Brooks later makes the pass to Luke Honegger. Honegger dodges a tackle by Hayden Baker, but is brought down by two other defenders. Falcons again looking to make a run. They're going to hand off to Barr, who gets rocked by the defense after making it past the 20-yard line. Believe it or not, all the scoring in this game came in the first half. As we go to the board, it was a low-scoring game between these two, but Ridgeview would lose to Abingdon by the final of 10-7. It was also Grundy beating Marion 40-13. Nick?
Big one next week, Abingdon and Union. Hey, John Battle looking to get their first win of the season tonight against Gate City. Gate City, other plans. We start late in the second. Trojans quarterback Caden Sturgill looking to get some points on the board, but before halftime, he would be sacked by Bryson Smith. This would take us to the break. Blue Devils up 35-14. During halftime, the Blue Devils honor the 1974 football state championship team. After half, the Devils get the ball first. It did not take them long to score. Corey Bird receiving the kickoff, and he is going from sideline to sideline all the way to the house for the score. The Trojans' first drive of the half would end rather early as Sturgill's pass would be intercepted by Keegan Light. Undercutting there would put the Devils in the red zone. The Blue Devils take full advantage of that turnover. Walker Hillman, the standout running back, on the handoff and score. That starts the running clock early in the third as we go to the board. Gate City all over John Battle this evening, 55-14. Tulsa, West Virginia over Hurley, 42-20. An unbeaten Rye Cove Eagles squad looking to keep an undefeated season alive against the Chilhowie Warriors this evening. We begin late in the first quarter. The Eagles already up 14-zip and kicking off to the Warriors. Drake Grindstead was looking to make a solid return, but instead gets stopped in his tracks by Carter Hodge. Another big tackle. The Warriors came out in the second quarter with a little firepower. Quarterback Asher Chapman escaping the pressure. On his back foot looking deep for the receiver. What a snag from Ryland Williams, who gets that one to go. A few plays later, Chapman calling his own number for the score. The Eagles still flying high after a few solid plays back. Quarterback Landon Lane going to the air after breaking a couple of tackles. He's going to plow defenders over for the touchdown. He actually kept that one himself. As we go to the board, looks like this. Rye Cove barely taking out Chilhowie 40-39 tonight in a nail-biter. Riverview, West Virginia all over Twin Valley, 42-zip for the Raiders. Those scores for you out of Virginia. Honaker defeating Patrick Henry in a big district game, 42-28. J.I. Burton over Castlewood in shutout fashion, 12-zip. And one final one for you here. Eastside and Thomas Walker, it was all Spartans in this one, 41-6. Well, Thursday night football, Rural Retreat taking on the Northwood Panthers. As the camera was getting warm, Chaz Penwright hands it off to Jake Rollison, who rolls through the Panthers defense for the touchdown. It is 19-0. Next drive, the miscommunication from Panthers Dalton Gates. It is going to cause a fumble, and the Panthers will grab it. Austin Umberger will swoop in to recover, though. This leads to Penwright for a long pass. Rollison, who books it to the end zone as we go to the board in this one, and it was all Rural Retreat, 36-zip last night. Hey, that's going to do it for our high school football coverage this evening, but if there's a highlight or a game you missed, you can log on to our website, WJHL.com. We'll have it up there shortly. When we come back, getting wraps up today in sports. Stay with us.